What's up, Jay? How you doing today?
Oh man, I'm in a really crazy mood today. Let's get this thing started.
Let's get started. This is Golf Nation, the show that brings you interviews with the best and brightest people in the industry. Join us for a round as we learn about their life, business, and so much more. Golf isn't just about playing the game, it's about connecting with others and getting away from our everyday lives. Now here's your host and the CEO of GolfCritique.com, Jeremy Lee.
Golf Nation, what is up? Great to be back with you. Man, do we have a really crazy episode. This is episode 45 of the Golf Nation podcast, brought to you by GolfCritique.com, the best search engine in golf. And today, I'm just not going to go into all the great things that Golf Critique can do for you, because we're going to talk about some crazy things today. We don't have a guest. No guest today.
No guest today.
So we wanted to use this time to really dive into our competition.
Yeah.
And educate all of our golfers on what is actually happening when you book through a third-party booking engine.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair, right?
I feel like a lot of people don't necessarily think about where their money is actually going when they're booking tee times online.
No question about it. And then we want to tell you about the new PGA of America Supreme Golf deal and give our opinion on that. Now, I will preface this conversation that we are a competitor of both Golf Now and Supreme Golf. And we are coming to the market to do some major changes. So our technology, our program, definitely is a different model, but it's a different model because we think their model sucks.
Yes.
And
to be blunt.
Yes. and I want to make sure that we educate at least our listeners in what's happening when you book with them. How can we create a better system for them with GolfCritique.com? And how very bad I think this deal is with PGA of America. And I am a PGA of America member, which makes it even worse because that's my association. That's people who looked at this deal somehow and thought that this was a good deal for golf. And, you know, I'm just kind of reading comments online. I'm looking at everything that's happening. And I see some crazy things like, you know, oh, this is so great for golf. We're going to give Golf Now, you know, some run for their money. And I don't feel that way.
It's not true.
It's not true. I mean, I'm still trying to figure out how they believe that that's true. And we're going to go into all those great things today. And like I said, maybe we're not a neutral voice.
We're definitely not a neutral voice.
We are a competitor of both of them.
But we do give credit where credit is due.
Absolutely. And we will tell you the truth. We're not going to tell you lies. We're not going to tell you anything different. You know, we're going to just tell you what their model is, how it works, and then we're going to tell you our model and why we think that this is a crappy deal for the PGA of America. And I was so disappointed when I heard this.
Yeah, me too.
So, Risky, let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Let's see how many people we can piss off today.
I don't know if that should be a contest because I could probably put high numbers up there.
Oh, yeah. They're probably not going to be too happy with me today. But I'm in a very rare mood today. Those who know me personally know why today is such a crappy day for me. So I'm going to take this beyond my crappy day, and we're going to talk some serious talk to golfers out there and educate them today on what is happening and what we're going to get into. So you ready to get this thing going?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So let's start off with the big news. I guess it was maybe a couple weeks.
September 30th.
Okay, so September 30th, it was announced that the PGA of America was going to create a booking engine, per se, called PGA Times. So this is another booking site that you could literally go to on the PGA.org, I believe is where. No, it's going to be on PGA.com. My apologies. PGA.com. But it's going to be run by Supreme Golf. So Supreme Golf does have a different model, slightly different model than Golf Now, where they do percentages. It's almost like, hey, it's a referral system. Hey, we sell you a round, you give us a piece of the pie, blah, 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 blah. But here's the problem that I got with Supreme Golf is if you go to their website and you look around, they talk about how it's free. It's a free site. And granted, it is a free site to join. There's no cost to join the site. But this is where I have the problem. You're a competitor of Golf Now, Tee Off, which is now Golf Now because Golf Now bought them. And you go to their marketplace and let's be honest, they're selling Golf Now rounds. They give the golfer the choice to choose Golf Now to buy their tee times. Okay, let me say that again because this makes no sense to me.
Yeah, it's actually kind of comical. I couldn't.
So I can go to supremegolf.com and I can choose between a Supreme Golf. I want to book through Supreme Golf. I want to book through Golf Book, which is, in my mind, really kind of Supreme Golf because CBS affiliates with both of them. Or I could book with Golf Now. So what would be the benefit to Supreme Golf of doing this?
Enlighten me, please.
Access.
Right.
So now they can claim that they are the largest tee time provider out because now they're doing Supreme Golf. So they have their own personal clients that they sell that people don't want to do business with Golf Now.
Right.
But they're also hawking Golf Now rounds. They're hawking Easy Links rounds. But guess what else they do? This is where it really gets me irritated about this deal.
What is it?
They sell their deals. They promote their deals. They literally say, do you want to buy this on Golf Now? And they're going to send you to Golf Now to buy that deal. They try to deter them by offering a little bit less of a booking fee. But guess what? Every single round that you buy through Supreme Golf has a booking fee.
Yep.
Golf Now has a booking fee.
Yep.
Easy Links has a booking fee.
Yep.
So for the PGA of America to come on and say, oh man, we have blown away and we have created PGA tee times. No, you haven't. You have now opened up the PGA of America, which is a nonprofit association, to a company that says that they're not promoters of Golf Now, which, let's be honest, a big majority of golf pros in this country do not like. And now you've given them inside access to our association.
It's ridiculous.
It makes no sense to me.
Makes zero sense.
Now, if Supreme Golf came to the PGA and said, you know what, PGA? I love this affiliation. We're going to eliminate all of our Golf Now rounds. We're only going to sell Supreme Golf. Then maybe it's a different story. We're not going to promote Golf Now. Now, do I think it's a better system than ours? Hell no. Because we're going to explain why we're different.
Yeah.
That is what this episode is about. But I want to run through a couple things. I want to show you a couple things. The first thing is kind of the announcement of, by being on the PGA Tour, being affiliated with the PGA of America, they're saying that this is going to build currency in the market and establish the PGA marketplace as a trusted broker of tee times for both courses and consumers. and it's planned to launch in 2021, I think January. Please visit ttimespga.com. Where's the currency coming from?
Booking fees?
No, I'm saying they're saying that it's going to build competition.
Yeah, how?
Yeah, I don't understand that. What competition are you building? You're just helping sell more Golf Now rounds.
Yeah, they're just lumping everything together.
That's all they're doing.
Another third-party
booking that you're going to have to pay booking fees.
Yeah.
That you're going to have access to. The whole reason people don't go to Golf Now is because of the barter. So, where PGA, please enlighten me how we're making this a better system by doing this deal. I'm so aggravated with this. I was so mad when I heard this, and there was people that were congratulating them and saying that this was going to be good. And listen, if you're listening to this podcast, please comment. If you're a PGA Tour pro, a PGA professional at a club, in a public facility that uses Supreme Golf, and I am dead wrong. I am completely wrong in my analysis of this deal. Please put in the comments. I am humble enough to say when I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, please tell me.
You can also email us at golfhub@golfcritique.com.
Yeah, if you want to be a little bit more private and say a little bit worse words if you're affiliated with Supreme Golf right now. But listen, here's the deal. We built golfcritique.com because we wanted to create a better system. We wanted to create not a booking engine. We wanted to create a search engine. And with that search engine, we wanted to give golfers unbelievable access to way more golf courses, instructors, resorts than any other site in the world. And we are well on our way. Listen, we know that we are new, but when you come and become a member of golfcritique.com, you are literally making a difference. So let's talk about the differences between our companies. For Golf Now and Easy Links and Supreme Golf, they use a trade-off system. Supreme Golf, not so much. They do a percentage, so you pay basically a percentage of those that are sold. The golf course gets those. That's how Supreme Golf makes their money.
Right.
Golf Now, they say, hey, here's a couple rounds for doing business with us. Now, listen, I'm not going to say that the barter system does not work because it's obvious that they sell a lot of barter rounds.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with it is it's the greed that's come with it. That they feel like if I sell a gazillion rounds, well, I just did a good job. And the golf course gets nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's important to understand that when you go buy a deal online, that if you go through some providers, the golf course gets nothing. And in a majority of the cases, there are some that they get some, but they actually have to add tee times to get some of that. So technically, they're not really getting anything.
Mm-hmm.
2, there are some courses that do really well with the barter system. They get a lot of traffic through the door. There's a lot of marketing. There's a lot of value that comes with that. But when you're selling a majority of deal rounds and you're creating this atmosphere of a deal seeker site, that is where I have the problem. You can filter, you can do all these things and just look for deals.
Yeah.
And if you can do that and the golf course is not making money off of these deals, that seems a little counterintuitive.
Definitely is counterintuitive.
So although I do agree that Supreme Golf is the better option between the two, where I have a big problem with Supreme Golf is they're still helping their competitor sell their barter rounds.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make any sense to me. What also doesn't make any sense is booking fees.
Definitely.
So going to, let's just, for example, we'll jump into Supreme Golf. So if you go in there and you look, we'll actually back up one and we're going to look in my area because I'm from here, from the Pinehurst area. And you can see that we have Longleaf at $31. So they're trying to attract you, and they put that little plus sign to kind of fool you, because if you go in there, you'll realize that $31 doesn't start till about 3 hours from now.
Yep.
So they're trying to lock you, they're trying to suck you in with that cheapest price, but honestly, that's really that's not what you can get a tee time for right now. It's really $59 right now. Mm-hmm. And then you have some deal rounds that are out there, but once you click into the deal round, this is where it gets silly. So you can choose if you want to do a deal round. So let's just say we're going to do this, and look at this. 3 different providers at $35, 2 different providers at $20. If you click into there, then you're going to see what they are providing for you. This is where I have the major problem with Supreme Golf. And this is why I'm so frustrated with Golf Now. I mean, not with Golf Now, but with the PGA of America. Because right now, here we go, $35. So there's a $1.49 booking fee. Golf course is not getting that.
Nope.
They're getting, so on this deal, if I understand the Supreme Golf method correctly, then Supreme Golf is getting a portion of this. I don't know exactly what that number is. I believe it's 10%, but I don't know for sure because I don't work for Supreme Golf. But I know it's a commission-based program. Mm-hmm. So they're making basically $5. Let's just say they're making $5 off of every round that they book, or all the deal round. But then they go down and they say, you know what? If you don't want to buy from me and you're a member of another site, then you can buy from them. Well, this is BS, because this is the problem. This right here is literally the problem. Because if we're helping them sell the method that people are so upset with, that the National Golf Course Owners Association is fighting, that the PGA of America is fighting, but yet you're going to do business with a company that helps the other company hawk their rounds. I just don't get it.
Yeah, it's so ass backwards. It hurts.
and all this is done, and why would Golf Now care? Golf Now's like,
it just helped them out.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to help me sell more of my rounds. I'm going to make more booking fees, and I'm going to be able to sell my barter rounds. Mm-hmm. Why wouldn't I let you sell my inventory?
Yeah.
Well, what did Golf Now go out and do? They bought off teeoff.com. So now they have 2 engines. The only one that they don't own is Golfbook. And so what they try to do is they try to play off of these booking fees that you currently have to generously pay because you're using this generous, convenient option.
Yeah. Well,
so bad.
Well, tell us what's so good about golfcritique.com then.
Okay. So I've had my 2 cents on why I think this is such a bad deal with Supreme Golf. Now, granted, if Supreme Golf, I will say this again, if Supreme Golf on this PGA Tour deal, or the PGA, sorry, I keep saying PGA Tour and PGA, 2 different things. PGA.com, PGA of America. If this deal, if they come and say, you know what, we're only going to offer Supreme Golf tee times. That's it. Then I'm better than I was about the deal, but I'm still not great. They're claiming that they're going to have less commission fees. They're claiming that I'd say the customer's still going to pay booking fee. I'd be shocked if they didn't pay a booking fee, because why would Supreme Golf do that? Why would they push it to another platform that's not going to do the booking fee?
Yeah, probably not.
That doesn't make any sense. So I assume that the booking fees are still going to be there. Mm-hmm. So pretty disappointed in the PGA of America as a member. And like I said, hey, listen, I'm biased. because I have a company that's trying to fix the broken system that's out there. But this is what we do. So let's just say, for an example, we went to book a tee time at Longleaf here in the Pinehurst area. And we went through Supreme Golf, and it entices you to, as we said, $31. $31. You can get a round for $31 here in the Pinehurst area.
What a great deal.
What a fantastic deal. But then once you get in there, then you realize, oh, well, that's at 3 o'clock. That's why you can, so they get you in. But then you go down and it says $59.99 or $59 plus.
Yep.
So I said, okay. So then I jump over to Longleaf, to their website, and I look at their booking engine, and I see, lo and behold, $11.50. How much do you think it is? $59.
Yep.
So essentially, what you are doing as a consumer by using this third-party booking engine is you have now paid the exact same rate that you would buy at the golf course, except you paid $1.49 extra for the convenience. And granted, that's per person.
Yep.
Per person. So start adding that number up every year if you play a lot of golf.
Yeah.
That, to me, is insane. So, and let's even look at 330. So it is a little bit of a deal. I will say this. That deal round is cheaper than on Supreme Golf than it is on their website. But remember, that is only one tee time, and the golf course is not getting getting 90% of that tee time based on what I think the percentages are. And if I'm wrong, then I accept that. But I'm pretty sure that it's 10%.
Mm-hmm. So they essentially just took over a 50% cut on that round.
Yes.
Yeah, it was $60. Now it's 30.
Exactly. And I have no problem with throwing out deals.
Right.
Throwing out perks. We have our own perks.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that.
Everybody loves perks.
Everybody's trying to make, do a little bit better in golf. If you play a lot, then it's worth it. Mm-hmm. And I have really no problem with that at all. Where I have the problem is on the other rounds that you're trying to sell. So they entice you with that, but then they slap on this extra fee. So you as a golfer is getting suckered into these great deals. And then when it doesn't meet your time, you're buying the other one. But yet you're paying an extra $1.49 per person to get that. Which makes no sense.
Yeah, it's annoying. Booking fees are a thing of the past.
Yes, and that's where we are different. So, when you choose Golf Now, you can do hot deals. That's going to get you the golf course no money in a majority of those cases.
Right.
So I want you to know, if you are a perpetual hot dealer and you're getting great deals, one, the golf course loses control of the pricing. Some are getting it back where they're putting thresholds and stuff like that. But if you buy those all the time, if you use that as a deal seeker site, then you are really putting one over on the golf course.
Yeah.
And I know it's hard not to grab the best round, the best dollar price.
Mm-hmm.
But listen, if you continue to do that,
those golf courses
are going to go to shit.
Yeah. They're going to tank.
They just don't have the money. Start doing your math, people. If you think about it, how much does it take to run a golf course in today's age? Most of them from the entire budget. We're talking it's outside, inside, pro shop, food, beverage, everything. Very few are less than $1 million a year.
Oh, yeah.
Very few.
I'd believe that easily.
So let's talk about average number of rounds at a golf course, 30,000 rounds.
Okay.
So think about that math right there. $25 at 30,000 rounds. They're going to lose what, $250,000?
I'm pretty terrible at math, but it's a lot of money.
If I'm doing that math in my head correctly, I'll have to do that head just to make sure that we're correct on that. So whatever 25 times 30,000 is, or let's just do 20 times 30,000. 3 times 2, $600,000.
Yeah.
$600,000, 400,000 in the hole. And if you're having a bad experience because you're the person that buys deals all the time, whether it's with any of the third-party booking engines, then that's why. Because they're not getting value. They're not getting their value as a golf course to what it takes just to survive, to be able to provide you with a quality product.
Mm-hmm.
And so I want golfers to really understand that, and why golf pros of today are so frustrated with the barter system.
Yeah.
And even with third-party tee times. So us as a booking site, we decided, listen, we don't want to be a booking site.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're not even really a booking site at all.
We are a driver of traffic to golf courses so they can earn revenue. We are truly a search engine. And this is how our program works. So if you go to golfcritique.com and you click on Play Golf, that's our golf courses. We have all 14,000 golf courses in the United States. We have all 2,000 golf courses in Canada. We are currently working on the rest of the world as we speak. But what makes us different is we want to drive you back to book on that course, on that golf course. Because remember, we just talked about it. When you're on Supreme Golf and you don't grab that deal, and then all of a sudden you just want to book a regular round, well, guess what? It's $59. Well, if you booked with the golf course, it would be $59. So you essentially paid an extra $1.49 per person to play that golf course, which makes absolutely no sense to me. So what do we do? Why are we different? So if we do the exact same thing, you go to our site, it's going to geolocate everything that you have from your location, geolocate you from your location. You can throw in some mileage. It automatically sets it to to public and semi-private. And so right now, from me, Southern Pines is 1.7 miles, Highland Golf Club 2.6 miles, Knollwood Fairways 2.7 miles, and then you're going to notice book now or call now. So what we did was we already did the research for you and said, okay, this golf course has a booking engine, or this golf course doesn't have a booking engine. And what that's going to do for you is it's now going to give you a little bit of peace of mind saying, oh gosh, I don't want to just search everywhere for this booking engine. I can just call them and make a tee time. Well, when you call them and make a tee time, what's happening? They're getting 100% of that revenue.
Yep.
That's what's great about just picking up the phone and give them a call. Now,
honestly, oftentimes they'll even give you a better deal if you call in.
Sometimes.
And say, just say what's up and ask them what's going on, and they'll throw you a better deal. I did it at RGA a couple weeks ago. I just called them up. They didn't have, of course, I looked it up online, all their booking or tee times and stuff that they had available. They didn't have anything that would work for my friend and I. It was our birthday. I just said, screw it. I called them up. I explained, hey, it's my friend and I's birthday. We have, his is the day after mine. So the guy was like, oh, sweet. That's awesome. Yeah, we'd love for you to come out. What time do you want to play? And I told him a time, and he put me on right then. No problem whatsoever. So, yeah, oftentimes they'll give you a better deal just to call them up than to go on the website at all.
Exactly. And so with our site, we now direct you. We give you phone numbers for every single golf course so you can call them up directly. If you're looking us up on your cell phone, it's simple. A call now button. Boom, boom. It's going to call them right away. You can book your tee time. Fantastic.
So easy.
Love it. But the second way that we do it is you will find a book now button. And we pride ourselves in one thing, is we make sure that that golf course receives 100% of all golf booking revenue, no matter what.
Absolutely.
That is where we are different. The second reason that we are different is we don't charge a single booking fee. Not one. You're not going to pay an extra $4.49. You're not going to pay an extra $2.49.
Never.
You're not going to pay an extra $3.49 per person, people. Per person. That's an extra $10 for your foursome.
Yep.
If you grab one of those so-called deals out there. So what happens with us? Why are we different? So when you go to our site, you're going to scroll through and you're going to see Longleaf Golf and Family. Same thing. It's 3.5 miles away from my current location. Gives you a little bit of information. Now you could jump into their landing page and it's going to give you all kinds of great information. It's going to give you, a little bit of description, some pictures, and the more that people claim their golf courses, the better information that's going to be out there. Because that's another thing that's great. We want to make sure that you have the best information out there that's possible. But what makes us so great is when you click book now, we're not taking you to our booking engine.
We don't have a booking engine.
We don't, because we are a search engine.
Not a booking site.
Exactly. We drive you right to that golf course's booking engine. One click away. One click. And you are booking for the same exact price that golf course is offering and any other third-party booking engine is offering.
Yep.
For $1.49 less, $2.49 cents less, $3.49 less per person. Ladies and gentlemen, that is why golfcritique.com is so different. Because we care about our partners. We look at our partners as our customers. Because the better that we treat our customers, our partners, the more value you're going to get. Because think about this, golfers. If you go by through the third-party booking engines and they're making a ton of money and the golf course is not making as much, yeah, they're getting some marketing. I'm not going to take away that. They're trying to actively send more golfers there. I don't think that that's a question by any third-party booking means. But you're paying more and the golf course is giving up more. With our system, we are giving 100% of that revenue to them. 100%.
Which means the golfer doesn't pay more.
Which means the golfer does not pay more. And you have no booking fees with us because you're booking directly with the golf course. Another thing is if you buy one of our perks, and let's go into our perks because people are like, well, you offer perks too, right?
Correct. Absolutely,
we offer perks because we want you to find good opportunities to check out new golf courses. Maybe you play the same golf course all the time to get some. Listen, if I have a guy that's going to play my golf course every single day for the next year versus a guy that comes in every so often, hey, I'm okay. Don't get some great deals, but don't get it so deal that it cheapens my round. Like, don't give me a 90% discount.
Right.
That or 50% discount. So what we do is this. We have perks, and in order to have access to our perks, you would pay as a premium member $5.99. Now, you can continue to book for free as a free member, or even not even, you don't even have to give me any information whatsoever.
Right.
You can just go to our site, search golf courses, boom, click, book around, and off you go.
Have fun.
Have fun. Enjoy it. But, let's pull up Southern Pines. Southern Pines is one of our premium partners that if you pay $5.99, these are first come, first serve perks on an individual basis. So they have right now 10% off, 20% off, 30% off, and 40% off. Every single day.
Greens fees, right?
Greens fees. Every single day that's available to you. Not too bad for $5.99 a month.
That's not bad at all. It's actually very good.
Absolutely. Another great thing that we do is we want you to talk about this golf course. We want you to be involved and give us your information, because the more that you tell us about your experience, the better it is for the club, because the club's going to know what you liked and what you didn't like. But it's also going to give them an opportunity to earn even more revenue through some referral systems that we have in place by sending you to us if you're a new golfer. So the next time that you go to a golf course, whether you've been on golfcritique.com or not, please check us out. Please go book, you don't even have to create an account the first time, but after that round, come back and tell us about your experience, because we have all in one place. Book golf for free. Partners get 100% of the round, which means over time, they're going to be making more revenue, which means they're going to be giving you better experiences, which guess what? That means they're going to be able to offer better perks.
Yep.
Because we're not asking them to give up 3 or 4 different tee times a day. We just want 1 tee time a day, because we do not want to be a deal seeker site. That's not the point of us. Do we want you to have a good round? Do we want you to have a good experience? Do we want you to get better price on golf sometimes? Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
But let's not do it at the expense of the golf course.
Right. We want the golf industry to stay around for a while.
Yes, and the golf course industry is booming right now. And I think many of you who are out there maybe listening, maybe this is the first year you ever picked up the club, which I am so ecstatic about that. Although I hate COVID, I love what it did for the golf industry.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing good about COVID, but honestly, it has really changed the golf industry incredibly, because there was just nothing else to do.
Yeah.
So, but I want you guys to really make sure that when you guys are choosing which site that you want to use, that you have the full information of what that's happening. Are we going to give you as many deals out there as other rounds right now? No. I'll be the first to admit, because our competitors have done a great job over the last 10, 20 years of building their businesses.
Monopolizing.
But what I have found is that, one, you're going to save a ridiculous amount of money on booking fees. You can feel good that you're going to give back to the golf course that 100% of that revenue. And by the way, on those perks, 10% course gets 90%, 20% course gets 80%, 30% course gets 70%, and so on. So the only thing that we're doing is getting these perks to give to you guys. We don't take any commissions out of them. We don't do anything. We are literally a membership site.
And all those perks are 100% customizable from the course or instructor. So it's not like we are forcing these perks upon them. They totally get to choose what they want.
Absolutely. And one of the best perks that I saw out in Perkland for us was a free junior round with a paying adult. I love that.
That's awesome.
Because there are so many parents out there that can't play this game because they can't find babysitters, or they can't afford a $40 round or a $50 round and pay a babysitter $50 because it's about a 5-hour round. You know, so I can't pay $100 to go play. But you know what I can do is I can go grab a perk, go play golf, get to bring my child with me, teach him the game, and guess what? In a couple of years, he's beating you or she's beating you.
Yeah.
And trust me, you start teaching your kids how to play this game, and they'll be beating you in no time. But it's always somebody to play with. It's family time. There's so many great things about that. And that's what we wanted to do at golfcritique.com. What is also great about golfcritique.com is instruction. We have the best instructor directory anywhere on the web. Hands down.
Hands down.
There's nobody even close. And I know there's a lot of instructors out there that we spoke to, and I'm hoping that a lot of them will hear this podcast, because I'm sure that a lot of people are going to comment on this thing because we've probably ruffled some feathers today. But listen, if you're not on as a directory, please come on. Because listen, all you're doing is driving not only business to you, but we believe that people who take instruction play more golf, people who play more golf take more trips, and people who take more trips just want to be entertained. And that's where Golf Hub comes in. So I want to make sure that you understand, listen, we ask you to do 2 perks as well, but that is for our paying members. Not a single person who comes through our system who gets a perk is not a member, a premium member of the site.
Correct.
So at the end of the day, we believe that our system not only is not a booking engine, so please don't call us a third-party booking engine, because we're really not. We drive traffic to your website. That's what we do. And a big shout out to Landscape Unlimited and Landscape Golf Management for trusting in our method. We love what they are about. We love the type of company they are. They are a company that believe in good. And they're willing to pay a higher price to make sure that they are still believing in good.
Definitely.
And I love doing business with people like that because they value quality. They value people doing the right thing. And we will be a huge supporter of Landscape Golf Management and Landscape Unlimited, which is, by the way, a top 100 company. They're huge. They do all kinds of things for golf. And if you don't know anything about them, I highly encourage you to go out there and check their website out and check out the golf offerings they have. They have public, they have private. Just an absolutely fantastic company. And we couldn't thank them enough for kind of being our first major golf management company to join golfcritique.com. So with that said, check out everything that we have to offer. Remember, instruction, you got to go out. We have over 200 instructors on the platform now. We are growing every day. If you are an instructor, please create a profile. The minimum that you got to do is offer 10% off perks to our members. And remember, it's first come, first serve. So we know that can bring in a lot of new business for you. And again, we love it when you can ask your students to review and come back to Golf Critique to give some testimonials on your teaching. But if you want to learn about who the instructor is, what they charge, see videos on them, see images, who they represent, man, so much great information on there that I think that you're really going to enjoy finding your next instructor through golfcritique.com.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then finally, I want to talk before we get into the PGA Tour. It's kind of been a long episode today, but I really wanted to get through this because I've been so frustrated over the last couple of weeks since this deal was announced. Packages. Ocean Annie's in Myrtle Beach. Wow, fantastic partner of ours. You can stay right on the ocean.
Beautiful.
Oh man, fantastic. You can book rounds with almost every 70 golf courses. It's silly. They can how many golf courses they have access to, and you get to stay on the beach. Beautiful. They shuttle you out to the golf courses. Just a fantastic place to stay, and we really enjoy having them. We have Pine Needles and Mid Pines that are on our platform. We have Sea Pines out in California, which is a cool little resort. We're starting to get some resorts up in Canada that are coming onto the platform. Mm-hmm. Listen, again, we just want to make it accessible. You can book regular packages through them. You can book any sort of perks that they have to offer through them. Again, 100% of that revenue is going to that resort. Why is that important? Because the more revenue we give them, the better perks that they're going to give us, the better opportunity that you guys have to save a little bit on golf. And with no booking fees. Once again.
No booking fees. You're going to shove that down everybody's throat.
Oh, yes, because stop paying booking fees. It's so dumb.
So what is that? So let's say you play 2 times a month for 7 months at $250 booking. Yeah. That's $5 times 7, 35. Is that right? Wow, that was some pretty good quick math for my slow math brain. Yeah, but yeah, 35. That's almost a whole extra round. Yeah, that you're just paying.
And that's just 2 days. That's just fees. 2 times a month.
Yeah, 2 times a month. Yeah, I mean, I'd play like once a week, so it'd be double that.
Exactly. So make sure that you go to golfcritique.com. And by the way, when you sign up for golfcritique.com right now, and you just become a free member, you're getting automatically into our $25,000 giveaway. And a chance to play golf with Emily Faulkner, who is Golfer Girl M on Instagram, and Mr. Brian Urlacher, which is a Hall of Fame linebacker for the Chicago Bears and a golf lover himself. Oh, yeah. Man, and he's an awesome dude.
The guy loves golf.
But you better play fast because he loves to play fast.
That's true.
So,
yeah, let's take a quick break here, and we'll be back in a minute.
You got it.
Meet Matt, an avid golfer who just got a receipt from a golf course and is ready to experience the unique benefits of golfcritique.com. He pulls out his receipt, scans the code, visits the course page to review, creates an account, enters information, and is deciding on membership of his choice. You can join golfcritique.com as a free member to book on partner courses, lessons with incredible instructors, and your next buddies trip at great resorts around the world without any booking fees. Upgrade to a premium membership and receive access to all perks worldwide from our esteemed partners. Review a partner and get $5 off your next visit. Not only that, enjoy member experiences with brand ambassadors, exclusive tournament offers, special incentives from our title sponsors, and awesome giveaways. GolfCritique.com gives more back to the golfer and to the partner than any other platform in golf, making sure you have the best experience every visit. Check out our blogs, videos, and podcasts on Golf Hub. All golf, all the time. So what are you waiting for? Matt has already chosen the premium membership, and now you can do the same by creating a golfer account at GolfCritique.com today. GolfCritique.com, the best search engine in golf.
All right, everybody, welcome back. We're going to get into the PGA Tour and a little recap of this week. But thanks again for all your support with GolfCritique.com. Trust me, we are just out here to create a better system. And if you are a golf course, an instructor, a resort, if you'd like to just contribute, by the way, if you just put your stuff on Golf Critique, and we have RSS feeds now for you podcasters out there.
Oh, yeah.
The second that you put your stuff on, you're going to start earning revenue. There's no minimums. As soon as you put your stuff on Golf Critique or on Golf Hub, on golfcritique.com, boom, you're starting to make money. So if you are a golf podcaster, it has to be golf related, nothing but golf. Give us your RSS feed.
Yeah.
Boom, we'll get you started.
Making money way easier than off of iTunes or YouTube or anything like that.
Yeah, literally, day one.
Day one.
And you get to track it in your dashboards.
Yep.
So, and that's just going to grow. We just have a minimum going out right now that we're committed to as a company, that we're going to make sure that, you know, all of our content producers are getting returned or getting monetarily compensated. And we just thank you, because we know that people who want to be entertained are also going to book rounds, which just means they're going to go and be driven to our great instructors, our great resorts, and especially our great golf courses.
Absolutely.
So
the Shriners Hospitals open.
Man.
For children open. So.
How insane crazy was this tournament?
It was awesome. I mean, that's really just a testament to like how quickly a golf tournament can change.
Well,
like,
not only that,
on a dime.
The thing that was like blew me away. Like in my DraftKings, I was like, oh, I'm good. I had one guy that didn't do so well, which I was pretty disappointed because he lives in Las Vegas, and I knew better than to pick him, but I did, and I got screwed. But I saw who did I have? Kokrak. I picked Kokrak this week.
Right.
He shot 6 under, so I'm like, oh, we're great. Oh, we're sitting good. We're going to have 5. I had some really good picks, all low percentage picks that were doing really good in the tournament. And I got on Saturday morning, and I about fell out of my chair. 7 under par as the cut line.
Yeah, that's it. So I actually read that that's been the lowest cut since they started doing cuts.
Yeah, since 1970.
Yeah.
So listen, I'm all for birdies, but come on, if we gotta make it a little bit harder. 7 under.
Yeah, Matt Wolf with 4 eagles.
Yeah, it was almost a little gimmicky this week. I mean, it was a fun tournament to watch. I won't lie. There was a lot of going on, and there was a lot of birdies, but
a lot of great shots.
That may be a little much, you know. I know we're talking about long drive, big boomers. Mm-hmm. Bryson's call. I don't know if you saw this, but Bryson's bringing out the 48-inch driver for Augusta.
I did not.
I mean, it's going to be stupid. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens with that. I think he's going to lose a little bit of control, but Augusta's pretty wide. It's got some pretty wide fairways out there.
Well, that'll be fun.
But that will definitely be interesting.
Yeah. So Martin Laird.
Yeah, how about that? So if you guys don't know Martin Laird, he's from Scotland. Mm-hmm. Really a journeyman, really a guy that's been around the tour for a long time. 4th tour victory, but it's been 7 years since he won.
Yeah.
So he came out really hot when he first came on tour. He was a great player. Kind of cooled off a little bit. But I think the thing that I love about this story the most is this was a sponsor's exemption. And I watched the interview after the round, and you could tell he was emotional. I mean, this guy just probably saved his family. You know, obviously he's probably doing fine. He's not doing, but just that's one thing with me is like, it's not always about the money. It's about the accomplishment. It's about, I did it. I did it right. You know, even after I've had we've had a lot of bad years. Wow, we did it. And that's what it is in business too. You sacrifice so much to get to where you want to be. And some days you're like, it's not even worth it. You know, you're just feeling so down and so down and so down. And boom, it just goes. It pays off. So keep the faith out there. If you're out there building anything, definitely it's worth the risk and it's worth the heartache, because once it does turn on the dime, life is pretty good. But congratulations to Martin Laird. He had some stupid, sick lies. He had a nasty bunker lie.
Oh my gosh, it was.
And he makes it.
Yeah.
He literally makes it. I don't even know how he got it out of there.
I couldn't tell you either. That was honestly single-handedly probably the worst lie I've ever seen, like plugged into the edge of the bunker like that.
Yeah,
and
it was pretty nasty.
He's able to finesse it out and
pop it out,
hole out for that was eagle, right?
Yeah. And then 17th, he's like bouncing it off the cart path. I mean, he was all over the place.
Threw it under the tree.
He was probably nervous as hell. I mean, he hadn't won in a long time.
Oh, yeah.
And you got Matthew Wolff and Austin Cook, two young guys that, I mean, Austin's been a little bit, but Matthew Wolff has been phenomenal.
Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, he's going to be around for a long time. He is going to win some majors. And he's going to win a lot of them, I think.
Definitely.
It's
exciting.
He plays full bore. He's a lot like Phil Mickelson, I think. And he's just it's all risk. I don't care. We're getting it out there. We're getting it in. He plays with a lot of enthusiasm. I think he's going to be great for the tour. And from the stories that I hear about him, he's got a great character about him too. A lot of fun to be around. Very aggressive, very exciting. So I expect to see Wolfie commercials in golf world coming soon. So
definitely,
especially after he gets that first major. But again, congratulations to Martin Laird. Did a great job of pulling it all together after even just getting into the playoff. And for him to make that putt on 17, that was not the easiest putt. That thing broke 2 feet.
Oh yeah,
like that thing
20
was
footer.
Yeah, that thing was easy. Quite the.
They pulled it off.
Yeah, that was quite the putt. But I love to see that. I love to see feel good stories. I'm such a feel good sucker. I just love it.
You like getting emotional? I
don't like getting emotional, but I get emotional sometimes.
Do you sit here on the couch and eat your ice cream bars and watch Feel Good?
I gave up my ice cream bars, and I don't do the movie thing. But I love
Lifetime channel.
No, oh God, no, I don't do that stuff. But I am a sucker for people who sacrifice a lot to get somewhere, like AGT or shows like that. That you just see these people who have this enormous talent that didn't come up with the best. Whether it wasn't a good upbringing or whether, they just didn't have the opportunity other people have. Yeah.
Overcoming adversity.
And they just find success.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. I am such a sucker for that. And I get emotional almost every time.
Yeah. I can hear it in your voice right now.
It's insane. But it's just because if you're, as an entrepreneur myself, you know the sacrifice.
Yeah, exactly.
And for those out there that look at successful people as, oh, well, they got everything. It's not true. That is not true. Very, very few people get successful without the grind. Very few people just walk into a great situation and boom, they made $1 bazillion. Mm-hmm. Most of the people took a long time to get there. Yeah. A
lot of hard work.
A lot of hard work. So make sure.
Dedication and passion.
Exactly. And if you guys have ever tried to do anything like that, make sure you guys know firsthand. Like, people just don't start giving you money. Like, you got to work, you got to earn, you got to sacrifice, you got to do whatever you can. to get there. So happy to see Laird just grind it out for the last 7 seasons and start winning again. So I hope to see him, and he's been pretty consistent on the leaderboards, here of late. So I hope that he really turns it around. DeChambeau, the Saturday round killed him.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, and that's the one thing about the longer you go with your driver. And by the way, I want to give a shout out to the World Long Drive guys, because I saw Ian Poulter talking about, Bryson's figured all this out. If you go to a lower loft driver and you add some length, then you're going to just hit it a lot further. You don't even have to swing better. And he was kind of giving Bryson the credit for this. And I commented on there. I was like, listen, the long drive guys figured this out way before Bryson was probably even born. 20 years ago, this was, when you had Zubiak and all, they were all hitting 4-degree drivers back then, and so, but it's not easy you got to tee the ball up. You got to hit it up on the upswing. You're not hitting up. You're just swinging through and you're catching it as the club is traveling in an upward direction. A lot of people think that you have to actually hit up, which means they bring that shoulder high and then that's just burying it into the ground. They're like, what? But if you swing through naturally, you swing on an arc, so it's coming down, and then as it starts to travel up, that's why the ball positions forward. You have it on a 4-inch tee because you're trying to catch it on that up end of that arc.
Mm-hmm.
Bryson DeChambeau did not come all of a sudden, wow, this is a miracle. I can hit it this much further. My physicist brain is... I didn't understand that comment. So I'm going to give a little bit of credit to the long drive guys.
Definitely.
Because those guys have been seeing this for a long time. And those guys have been hitting 400-yard drives for a long time. So there's nobody really gave them credit. But I think like Kyle Berkshire and Jamie Sadlowski and Joe Miller, man, there's so many guys out there that hit the ball a long way. Jason Zubiak, one of the pioneers for long drive guys. And ironically, Cobra was a huge component of that in the early days. Risky, you're okay over there, buddy?
Yeah, my eye just started to twitch, and it's like really bothering me.
Oh, you're getting emotional,
now.
aren't you?
No.
Are you getting emotional?
Yes, Bryson bringing out the 40-inch driver's making me really upset.
Oh my gosh, so funny.
Gosh, my eyelid won't stop twitching. It's making my eyes water up. I think it's good now, though.
Okay. Well, with that said, guess where we're going next week?
I think we're staying in Las Vegas.
I know, but where are we going in Las Vegas?
Shadow
Creek.
Yeah, that's right. Shadow Creek.
Do you know anything about
Shadow
Shadow
Creek? For a
Creek?
second. No, not really,
Dude,
honestly.
Shadow Creek is high end.
Well, yeah, I mean, I know that much.
High end. So I heard of a story about Shadow Creek, and
yeah, that was a course that Tiger and Phil played the match on.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the interesting thing about Shadow Creek, and I don't know how much this is true, but and somebody, again, if I'm wrong, please correct me, because this is a story that I heard, is they had a $500 round. It was $500 to play that golf course. And then the next year they're like, okay, we're just too busy. We've got to raise and kind of cut back on some of this play. So they raised it to $750. And guess what?
Made no difference.
They got busier. Because it became more elusive. It made more.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
And I'm just like, and from what I understand, it's going to $1,000. $1,000 to play one round of golf.
That.
Whew. Them Vegas boys know how to do it.
I hope I would have like a personal beer cart that whole entire time.
Yeah.
I
Well,
hope that's included.
that's what I love. If you really think about it, though, that's what I love about destination golf. Is like Pinehurst, $450, I think, maybe $495, something like that, to play number 2. But it's a bucket list.
Right.
You're playing it one time. It's not like you're playing it, 50 times a year at $495.
Yeah.
It's a bucket list item. You're taking this amazing trip. If you've never been to the Pinehurst area, holy crap, it's probably one of the best set of golf courses around. Number 2 is phenomenal. Number 4 is phenomenal. Tobacco Road, Talamore, Mid Pines, Legacy, Dormy Club, which Dormy we learned is going private. So if you want to play Dormy, you better do it in a hurry because it sounds like those doors are getting closed.
Yeah, next year won't be an option.
So that was a little surprising. Fantastic private clubs here. If you're looking to move to the area, man, Forest Creek, CCNC, phenomenal. Both of them spectacular clubs. So, but
Shadow Creek
is top of the line. I mean, they spare no expense, and I think the MGM guy. Oh, I forget his name. The big guy in Vegas owns that thing, and a lot of his a lot of the play that comes out of there comes out of high rollers in Vegas. They get a little love, but 7,527 yards. But don't let that fool you.
Subject to change.
Yes. Well, yeah, for sure. They never play everything all the way back, so it's always going to be a little bit shorter than that. But don't forget, the air is a lot lighter out there. That's why they have the World Long Drive competition out there in Nevada, because the ball flies farther. So it's almost like altitude, really. In Colorado, you're going to hit the ball, it's less dense. It's going to go a lot farther. So no humidity. So you can expect some massive drives this week. Much like we saw last week, 352 yards from Bryson. I fully expect to see many drives at the 350 mark this week. And I think that this is going to be a little bit of a trend. We're going to start to see some changes in driver setups on the PGA Tour.
Yeah,
which will be interesting to see. Then we're really going to have a conversation about the ball, and it's going to get a little crazy. So previous winner, JT, Kentucky boy.
Yep.
9, but it was at 9 Bridges when that happened.
Because they usually play this in South Korea, but it got moved to Las Vegas for COVID this year. But 2021, it'll be back in South Korea.
Well, thank you for the history lesson there, because I did not know
welcome.
that. So that makes sense. So he beat Danny Lee, who's a South Korean native. Obviously, it was in South Korea. Danny Lee would probably be a good pick. Hideki, Gary Woodland. But honestly, these winners mean nothing, because I don't know if anybody's ever played Shadow Creek. I don't know if anybody, well, in a tournament aspect, I'm sure that everybody's played Shadow Creek. But so we're going to go into some picks. Your boy's coming back this week.
Yep. Brooks Koepka.
Brooksy's coming back. Oh, man. It's going to be interesting.
I really, really hope he has a mustache coming back. If he doesn't have a mustache coming back, I'm going to be a little bit upset. But
yeah,
I think he plays better with the mustache.
Yeah, I am not expecting a lot out of him this week. I know that you are.
I'm expecting a lot out of him.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a different world on the tour versus just practicing at home. I'm sure you're shooting 64s at home, but he's going to come out here in a little bit different atmosphere. So we'll see. We'll see how he does. Watch him come out and win. He loves hard golf courses, and I got a feeling.
I'm telling you, he's built different. It's not like, I don't think just because he took some time off, he's going to come back and crap the bed. I think it's going to make him more aggressive, more competitive, because he's got the haters like you.
I'm not a hater. I'm not a Brooks Koepka hater. I like him.
No, I know.
I have no problem with him. I love it when he's in
just
the league.
saying that, like.
But I do think that anybody who comes off from a long layoff is going to be a little rusty. We'll see. So that'll be good. Also, it's a who's who this week.
Definitely 78 players in the field. No cuts being made. So it's.
Ooh, I'm glad you said that. So be aware if you're doing fantasy this week, no cut this week. So that'll be interesting. You get for all players 4 rounds, so you don't have to worry about losing a player.
Exactly.
So Johnson, Thomas, McElroy, John Rahm, Colin Morikawa. Wow. Oh, some really cool sponsors exemptions, which I don't even know what the criteria is to make it into this tournament. But
I want to say FedEx Cup points, but
it could be.
I'm not 100% on that.
Yeah, that's probably not a bad analogy, because I see Ricky Fowler and Jordan Spieth are getting sponsors exemptions. Yeah. Which I would say that they're probably pretty low. And Justin Rose hasn't had the best year either. So some notables: Fleetwood, Fowler, Sergio, Shane Lowry, Ian Poulter, Brooks Koepka, Keegan Bradley, Justin Rose, and Jordan Spieth are all on sponsors exemption for this week in the CJ Cup. Tony Finau, great to see him back. It's always got to be interesting to be like, I'm coming back from COVID.
Yeah.
Please stay away. We'll see.
I wonder if people will naturally just be keeping their distance. Or
yeah. I don't know. I
I
think we're getting so used to it now that it's just like, yeah, man, you got COVID. Okay.
I don't know.
But it is interesting, though. You know, it's just, I don't know. No, I'm not going down that road.
Yeah.
We're going to stay away from politics or anything like that. All right. So great to see Tony Finau back. Obviously, we wish him and his family the best. We never like to see, I mean, definitely it's a very dangerous disease, and we want to make sure that everybody stays healthy. Ju Hung Kim? Is that how I said that?
I think it might be Ju Young.
Ju Young. Oh, yeah. H is silent. Ju Young Kim, 18-year-old, has played 2 PGA Tour events this season and making the cut in both. And he's in on just FedEx?
I believe so.
No sponsors exemption.
No. He already has 4 professional wins on his resume. He's 18.
In Asia? It's not on the PGA Tour.
Probably in Asia.
Yeah, probably Asia, I would say. But that's pretty freaking impressive.
Yeah, actually, I didn't even think about that when I was reading it, but yeah.
Yeah, huh.
But I mean, yeah, still impressive. He's 18 years old, and he's played 2 PGA Tour events this season.
Well, I'm telling you, China, Japan, Korea, they love golf.
Oh, yeah.
Just look at Morikawa. I mean, not Morikawa, but that kid that came out of Japan. I can't think of his name, but Hideki. Hideki is like a god in Asia.
Oh, yeah.
It's insane. It's no joke. Like, you are the elite of the elite. You are a celebrity. A plus when you start doing good. It's amazing to see how they treat their golfers over there.
Yeah.
I mean, how popular that sport is.
There's like 10, if there's like 10, South Korean golfers, which there's probably not even 10 on the PGA Tour, I'm sure that they're extremely popular in their home country, Out of that whole entire country, we'll say 5 South Koreans play on tour.
I mean,
it's going to be like, they're going to be big names.
Yeah, for sure. Rory Hirokawa. It's Ryo. It's driving me nuts. I can't remember his name, but I just saw him. He was playing not too long ago. It's going to be a pretty good week. I'm excited about DraftKings, and I think that it's going to be a little different. Remember, there's no cut this week, so make sure when you're doing your picks to kind of look through and see who's playing good. I think Patrick Cantlay is a good player to watch. I don't know if Kevin Na's in the field. If he is, that's another Vegas player. Is probably going to be a Bombers course if I had to guess. But remember, they're playing out west, which the ball goes a lot further, so it may not be as big of an advantage this week. As you can see from last week, I don't know what, Austin Cook, Martin Laird, I wouldn't guess that they're probably some of the longest on tour. So I think that we're probably going to see a more mixed up leaderboard this week. So make sure that you look at that. Also, I'm a big fan of looking at the golf course, seeing if there's more draw holes than cut holes. Just look at Dustin Thomas. Wow.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
I prematurely said, there you go.
Wow. Dustin Johnson. Wow. How about that?
Thomas.
I was getting some crazy names together. Just look at him at the U.S. Open. It's mostly draw holes at winged foot or at winged foot. And he didn't do good. So that's a clear indicator. Get to learn your players, get to learn what their natural shot shapes are. These are all going to be ways that you can improve your DraftKings ranking as well. Also, starting next week, we are going to start our fantasy back, our internal fantasy game with DraftKings.
Right.
So when we first put it out there, we realized that for some reason or other, the email didn't go out. And so we didn't get anybody signed up, so we didn't think there was any interest, but we realized I didn't send the email. Or I sent it, or I maybe just messed something up. So it's available to anybody who's a free member or a paid member with golfcritique.com.
Mm-hmm.
And just sign up. You get into the $25,000 contest, and you get to play in our fantasy league, which is a lot of fun. So right now, I think they limit us to 200. But once we get to those 200 players, then maybe they'll open up some more for us.
Right.
We'll have to talk to DraftKings about that.
And just for the record, because you put me on blast in the last episode and told everybody I came in last place in my tournament, I'm going to throw this out there this week that I placed second last night. Pretty proud of that. Won some cash.
Very
Thank
nice.
goodness. First place, how many strokes is it? First place won by 5 strokes.
Oh,
so
nice. He played good?
Yeah, he played pretty well. He was in my group too. What do you mean straight up?
No handicap.
Yeah, no handicap, just straight up.
Straight up. And you came in second?
Based on score. Yep, and I came in second.
Risky good for you, man.
I improved 10 strokes from last week to this week.
You know what we call that, don't you?
What?
Sandbagger.
See, that's not even true. I just played extremely crappy last week, and this week I didn't play that crappy. My putting was actually on. I'll say that. My putting definitely saved me.
Oh, my gosh.
But I had a triple bogey that killed me.
Killed you. Oh, yeah. You can't have the big numbers.
I
Keep
know.
the bigger numbers out. You'll be fine.
I mean, I had a triple bogey. I still came in second place, but it's because I went into the water.
Yeah.
Pissed.
Yeah, that's the way it goes.
But yeah, so Jeremy was trying to throw shade last week, but I came back.
Hey, I'm proud of you, buddy.
Thanks.
I probably would not score well right now.
It's probably going to be downhill from here, honestly.
No, keep it going, man. Build every week.
Yeah, I'd love to take these old men's money every week.
Set your goals. All right. Well, once again, we're going to get out of here today. I know this definitely ran way longer than we anticipated it to be today, but I want you guys to really think about the next time that you guys go and book your rounds of golf using online technology. Trust me, as a company in this space, I think I don't want to. I'm not here to badmouth any other company, but I do want you to realize that there's truth to everything, and I just want to make sure that everybody is aware of what's out there, what is happening. And although I don't disagree, or I don't agree with the PGA's of America's deal with Supreme Golf, I still respect it. Congrats to Supreme Golf. I know that's good for them. I just don't think it's good for our game. And I wish that they wouldn't have done that, but I am not on the board and I don't have those decisions. And so it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yep. So thank you again for all of your support with the podcast. Thank you again for all of your support in golfcritique.com. And Risky, take us out of here.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Make sure you're watching the show on Golf Hub. If you're not doing that right now, you definitely should be. You can also find us on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, and Instagram as @GolfNationPodcast, and on Facebook as @GolfNationPod. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions for Jeremy or myself, you can send us a DM on Instagram or send an email to golfhub@golfcritique.com, and it'll go straight to me. That's all I got for him, Jay.
All right, fantastic. And remember, if you guys, we talked a lot about a lot of different things today, really dove into a lot of comments on online tee time. Listen, if we got anything wrong, let us know.
Yeah.
Shoot us down in the comments. Don't be afraid. Listen, you're not going to hurt our feelings.
We don't have a Facebook fact checker.
No, but
that works for us.
Just being in the industry for a long time, I think most of my facts are correct, if not all. And if there's not, and if there is something that I'm wrong on, please let me know.
Yeah, me too.
I will beg for forgiveness, but if not, then I encourage you to go to golfcritique.com to book your next round. And big announcement coming by the end of this month. Huge announcement with golfcritique.com. So many great things happening. Remember, if you're a contributor, please put your stuff on on Golf Hub, on golfcritique.com, as well as we have our RSS feeds. Don't forget about. Make sure you send it over to us. We'll get you in, and you make some money right away.
So
easy breezy. Well, we will be back with another great episode next week. But until then, please learn as much as you can, live your life to the fullest, and play golf forever. I'm Jeremy Lee for Risky, for all of the Golf Nation family, all of the Golf Critique family. Man, we can't thank you enough for all of your support. This is Golf Nation Podcast. We'll see you on the team.